Years ago, we worked as a team, not to determine what our core values would be, but we identified the traits and behaviors that made up the best employees that Dexcomm had had since its beginning. We also identified what customers had loved about us over the years, and those became our 3 core values of compassion, concern for others, and personal growth. We use words and phrases that describe each of our core values that make it simple for employees to understand what is expected of them.
When I arrived to the company, compassion was brought to us right off the bat. It's not that I'm answering phone calls every day and just going from customer to customer doing that for them. What I'm actually doing is spending that time to get intimate with that customer and be able to help them with any problems that they have, and do it with a smile on my face or maybe a tear in my eye depending on what the conversation's about. And they never ask me if I'm answering service because they feel like I'm sitting right there in front of them having that conversation with them and helping them with whatever they need.
Concern for others, what it means to me is just putting them before myself, putting their needs before mine, putting their concerns before mine, basically taking me out and putting them in. So in other words, I would be putting myself in their shoes. But the most important thing is just to remember that we're all people. We all have situations where we're just needing someone to either listen or to be understanding or to show compassion. And in order to have concern for people, you have to know that that could be you one day, So just treat the situation as you would want to be treated.
Personal growth means to me that you can never learn too much or too little. And I show it as I learn from everyone, whether that be a higher agent than me or someone new. I feel like you can learn from any and everyone, and that makes you better as a worker and as a person.
Hiring based on our values has strengthened our team's mission of providing compassionate professional concern. It makes it simple for an applicant and then an employee to understand exactly the behaviors that are expected of them at work. And it has given our management team structure and guidance to make decisions that are all based around our core values.